My topic is social media, and my claim is that social media puts pressure on teens and young adults to fit social norms and as well damaging their mental and physical health. Social media is usually an app, website, or platform that allows people to come together and exchange ideas, and they can also create posts, whether that's about what they're doing, what they like to do, what they're doing right now, or their hobbies in general. With all the endless possibilities, there are some drawbacks, but there's also a lot of positives. Some of the positives are, as I said earlier, the exchange of ideas. Almost every day, some people are exchanging ideas, making themselves lots of money, and making big corporations lots of money. Social media has also created so many jobs for people in the realm of business. For example, marketing, that's mainly all done on social media now. But with the endless possibilities, there's also major drawbacks. The ones I will be talking about today is setting unrealistic goals and standards for yourself, and that can also lead to anxiety and depression. First, I'll be talking about setting unrealistic goals for yourself. This is bad for anyone, but especially at our age for teens and young adults, it's the most crucial part of our lives. We're changing every day, we're getting new opinions, we're seeing the world newly every single day. Whether you're in middle school, high school, or college, our opinions are developing and changing. This puts a lot of pressure on us, teens and young adults, to try to find a sense of way to go in our lives. We're already struggling with that in high school and college, looking for a way to go, but it really just puts pressure on our lives, seeing someone on social media with a so-called perfect life. And that's where I'm gonna talk about next, is that how you can set unrealistic goals for yourself. When you look on social media, you rarely see the imperfections of someone, whether that goes to beauty, their lifestyle, pro athletes. Usually everything's gonna look perfect, but hiding your imperfection and not being perfect is also what makes us human. Everybody's done something wrong or looked a different way or has done something different than everybody. Nobody's gonna be perfect. A study by Jill Emanuel said, kids view social media through the lens of their own lives. If they're struggling to stay on top of things or suffering from low self-esteem, they're more likely to interact with images and peers having fun as confirmation that they're doing badly compared to their friends. Now, what this quote means to me is that if you're on social media and you're seeing your friends have fun, and right now you're in a boring spot in your life, you're going to be like, wow, why am I not there? What am I doing wrong to where I'm not at that point in my life? Which is totally okay. Everybody works at their own speeds and does completely different things. And that is one thing not to be worried about. Circling back to setting unrealistic goals, according to the Morning Consult, this is how social media has just developed and why is social media responsible for setting unrealistic goals for us teens and young adults. A study by the Morning Consult in 2023 explains that every 3 out of 5 Gen Z ages 18 to 26 said they would become a social media influencer right now if given the opportunity. What this means is that almost every person is seeing social media as an outlet, whether that's for a job, for fun, or just creating ideas, as I said earlier. But this matters in a context of seeing everybody our age. Social media is a big deal. You're constantly seeing what other people are doing and comparing yourself. To solve this problem, we have to look at what lies in the hands of the parents and the parental guardians. Now, I will say, obviously I'm not a parent. I have no idea how to be a parent, but it's ultimately their decision when to give their kids a phone, a laptop, or access to the internet in general, because once you get access to the internet, you can obviously see social media and what it's worth. And that's why kids at such a young age are struggling with low self-esteem. Low self-esteem can directly correlate to anxiety and depression by limiting self-worth and not thinking that you're valuable as a person. Here is my note cards.